I would love to just quickly tell you about why it is important to let go of trauma that is stuck in the nervous system. If we look at animals, if, for example, a Bambi gets chased by a lion, they have enormous amount of adrenaline and cortisol running through their system in order to give them that jolt to run away and to have enough energy and enough focused attention to escape a deadly threat in their immediate environment. Afterwards, animals has this natural capacity of shaking it off and attaching certain breathing exercises with a shaking motion through their body. So the thing is, we are still an animal lineage. We accumulate a lot of stress during the day. We probably are clinging onto trauma which we have experienced from childhood, from adulthood, which is still stuck in our nervous system. So there's a few things that we need to understand here. Number one, the body heals itself, yes. But there is a difference between the flesh of the body versus the electrical system, the nervous system of the body. The nervous system of the body is trying to protect this body. So it is clinging on and holding and storing tension, resistance, and trauma so that our conscious mind does not have to be occupied with that. That also translates into what a lot of us feel as sometimes getting diseases, so a stuck in flow of energy that comes from the nervous system side. So it's important for us to learn these techniques or to relearn these techniques so that we can get rid of this, so that we can cleanse and clear our energy systems. It no longer comes as a natural phenomena for us to shake and adjust our breathing accordingly to clear out our nervous system. So this 5 easy exercises is here to show you how you can release unwanted and no longer serving tension, resistance, and trauma from your nervous system. So in this video, I would like to show you 5 exercises how to release trauma naturally through the body. So there are exercises that we invoke and voluntarily shake, and that cleanses and clears the nervous system. But with these exercises, what we are doing is we are invoking an automatic response. So here are the exercises. First one is making sure that you have both your feet hip distance apart and that your feet are parallel to each other. Now the breath here is extremely important. So we are just going to sway from side to side as we link this movement to the rhythm and the flow of our breath. So it looks like this. Feeling your feet grounded into the floor. Relaxing into your belly. Relaxing into your shoulders and just imagining that any stress, tension, or resistance is dripping out of your fingers as you sway. Not lifting your feet whatsoever. Just imagining that you are turning back time, that the past and the future does not exist. Allowing yourself to ground into the present moment undividedly. Beautiful, coming all the way back to center. Just take a deep breath in. Let it go with a sigh. Now one more deep breath. Hold at the top of the inhale without forcing. And let it go with a sigh. Beautiful. So exercise number 2. This exercise is going to work with activating the calf muscle. So what we want to do here is we want to tire out the muscle. So on a scale from 1 being not tired at all and 10 being extremely tired, we want to do this exercise up to the point of feeling like a 7. So you are over half point tired, but not there yet. You still have a little bit, a 30% of reserve of energy in your calf muscles. So this looks like this. You step your right foot forward about 1 foot in between your left and your right, still parallel, just not in alignment. Then from here, the back foot is not carrying the weight. It is actually the front leg that's carrying the weight for you. So from there, you're just onto the tip toe. And from there, we're going to inhale, reach onto the tip toe of the right, lean the weight into the right leg, and bring it down. Breath is very important here. So inhale as you reach. Exhale as you drop down. Inhale. Exhale. Now notice how this exercise is tiring out your calf muscle, but it is actually giving the rest of your body energy. This is how the body works. If the body starts doing something, there is natural mechanisms in the body that is already producing more energy, building more resilience in the body. So correlate the movement with the breath as you inhale up and exhale down. If you feel your calf muscle burning, it is okay. It is safe to feel that calf muscle burning. Take it all the way to a 70%. You can even hold your hands on your hips if that is better aligned. And once you've reached that 70%, just bring your feet next to each other and shake that leg out. Beautiful. Now we're moving over to the other side. Left leg forward, leaning the weight from both feet equally into the front leg by coming onto the tiptoe of the back right leg. Then correlate the breath. It is the breath that leads you through this movement, not actually the movement and then the breath follows. So from there, inhale. Onto the left tiptoe, exhale. Release any expectation, any expectation that you have on this side, because maybe this leg has a little bit more leeway. Keep your awareness hovering over your breath, as that is an indication of the present moment. The breath does not exist in any other moment. And again, once you start reaching that 70%, just listen to your body. It's having a conversation through your mind into your awareness. If you feel that calf muscle starting to burn, that is a very good sign. Don't breathe up into the chest, breathe down into the belly. And once you've reached that 70%, we're going to shake it out. Beautiful. Exercise number 3, we're going to start to activate the thighs, the glutes. So the exact same position that we just stood in, but instead of coming onto the tiptoe, we're going to dip down our hips. So here's how it looks. Again, this back foot is simply there for support and balance. When we bend down into this knee, please make sure that you're over the toe. So we want to inhale, and as you exhale, you're coming down. Lean the weight over into the front right leg and feel all the muscles in the top leg activate. We inhale as we lift. We exhale as we sit. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we sit. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Deep down into the belly. It is very normal for you to start feeling a lot of heat being produced. Especially for women, but also for men. We store a lot of calcium in our top legs. And the release of magnesium is also achieved through activating this part. Again, we're looking for that 70. So notice how easy it is for me to bring my chest over my knee. Try to keep your chest straight. If you want to put one hand onto your chest, one hand onto your hip, inhale as you straighten, exhale as you bend. Your heart rate is picking up, but you are still safe. Elongate the breath. Don't match the breath to the heartbeat. The heartbeat will follow the breath as you slow it down. Once you've reached that 70%, you shake that leg out. Beautiful. Let's move to the other side. One hand onto your chest, the other hand onto your hip. Left leg forward this time. Now inhale. Exhale, sit down. Notice the knees over the ankle. The chest is blooming open to the front and not collapsing forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. The breath will try to speed up because your heartbeat is increasing. Override that urge. By just giving the signal to your breath to breathe in a slow and deep rhythm. Direct the breath deep down into the belly. You might even feel or hear your hips clicking back into place. That is also a beautiful sign of stagnant energy being released. If you already feel a tremble in your back leg, that is exactly what we're looking for. Once you've reached that 70%, you'll feel that your leg muscles are starting to burn. That's a good sign. Don't perceive it as a bad sign. Then coming all the way up, Shake it out. Let's just take a few deep breaths here. In through the nose. Sigh it out. In through the nose. Sigh it out. One more time. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to need a wall. So you just need this space. You don't need anything more. We're going to activate and tire out the thigh muscles in the top of our hips too. So the way that we're going to do this is you want to bring your hands towards the back. So this is the way it looks. You're clasping and resting your fingers against the wall while your hips are away. Then from there, we sit back, touch our hips down, and lean all the way back. You want to be able to see your toes. Hence, I put on some interesting socks so that I can see my 2 reindeer. Now from here, we want to go as low as we can until you start feeling the front, but also the back. Keeping your shoulder blades against the wall. We're going to start to breathe. We are still waiting and looking for 70% here. So maybe in the beginning you're relaxing your buttocks and you feel this. Afterwards, it is natural and normal for you to feel how your buttocks is also engaged in this. You want your knees in line with the toes, so not flopping out to the side nor inward. And once you've reached your 70%, you move your toes slightly closer, move your hips a little bit up, and there you wait, you breathe. It is normal for a tremble in your legs to already start in this position. Please know that that is perfectly normal and safe. If you have reached your 70% again, moving slightly higher up. Noticing how the breath is calming down the body, even if you're feeling higher intensified sensations. Stay with the breath. Your awareness has the capacity to move to anything in the present moment. So by hovering it over the breath and slowing the breath down, you are centering yourself into calmness, and from that point of view, you're viewing whatever goes on. So if you've reached your 70% here, you take your fingertips towards the wall behind you again, and you push away. Now, if you need that wall for support, please do. Otherwise, you can open up your legs a little bit more. Just rest your hands into your elbows and come down, relax the neck as you feel a slight stretch in the back of your legs. Come back to the breath here. Slowly rolling up one vertebra at a time, releasing the hands. We're going to go down onto the mat now. So, from there, lying down on your mat, with your knees bent, you bring the heels close to your buttocks. Knees are facing up into the sky. Now from there, we're going to allow the knees to drop out and also bring the soles of your feet together. This is exercise number 5 and also the last one. So from this position, you bring the palms of your hands down into the mat and we are going to tire out the body from lifting the hips up. So from this position, we can stay here about a minute, which should be suffice. If the trembling mechanism is already starting in your legs, that's perfectly fine. No need to fear or be scared of this. This is such a good thing. We are releasing trauma, resistance, and also tension and stress from the spine, from the psoas muscle. Come back to the breath. And if you have reached your 70%, even before the minute is up, you might feel like you're swaying from side to side. You know when you've reached your 70%. Lower the hips all the way down. Now this, just letting the knees drop out, is the first resting position. If at any time you want your legs to stop shaking, then this, or straightening the legs all the way out, flexing into the feet and bringing the heels further down. That will be the 2 resting positions. So from here, just bring the soles of your feet back. Then we're going to lift the hips up from here. Spend about a minute here. Being mindful that the legs are already activated. So honoring where your 70% is at. Stay with your breath. And once you feel that you have reached your 70%, just slowly lower the hips down. Take your feet a little bit wider and rest the knees close together. So one more time, we're bringing the soles of the feet together, the knees flop out to the sides. Inhale, lift the hips up. You should notice that you're reaching your 70% much faster now, and that is okay. You might start feeling a tremble in your buttocks and your legs. And if you hit that 70%, you're going to lower your hips down. And from there, you're going to take your knees a little bit closer to each other, but not resting. We want about a 45-degree angle from the legs. And from here, you're not pushing the feet close together. You're simply holding your knees into the sky. Relax into your stomach, relax into your buttocks. You'll notice that your legs start shaking by themselves. The tremble effect is activated in your body. And it is okay. There might be thoughts appearing in your mind that this is out of your control. And it is. We are releasing tension, stress, and trauma from the body, which is not going through the conscious mind. So it's actually doing us a favor. Just know and support this release of the tremble effect. It might be really fast trembles. It might be really slow trembles. And please know that at any stage, if this is too much, you can just gently drop your knees down. And if you're still trembling there, you can straighten your legs all the way forward. But in this position, as you bring your soles of your feet and gently close your knees to about a 45-degree angle and feel that tremble, notice that this is not a draining feeling. This is simply a releasing feeling. You can stay in this position for up to 30 minutes. But trusting and honoring where you need to be. Always coming back to the breath. You might even feel that this tremble is going all the way up into your stomach. The more relaxed you are, you might even feel that it's creating a snake sensation through your entire spine. There's nothing wrong with trembling a little or trembling a lot. As long as you don't try to control this tremble, you just feel what it feels like, what it wants to release in your body. Trusting that it is safe. Staying here for as long as you want. For as long as feels necessary. And then when you feel that this is done, just relaxing the knees, straightening the legs out, flexing into the feet, relax. Noticing that your legs are not tired. We didn't wear out the legs to make ourselves stiff and have lactose or have lactic acid in our legs. We simply activated the tremble effect with the intention to release trauma that was stored in our nervous system.